Welcome, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! Today I have a maceration update for you. I know I need to do these videos a little bit more often, but I need to test and try these perfumes, use it for some time, let them rest, see how they perform for at least 3 months, and then I can get back to you and tell you if these are worth it or not. Did they macerate better or did they macerate for the worse? Or do they still have poor projection, longevity and all that stuff? So let me start with something I really like, and that is the Shaghaf Oud Tonka. This is from Swiss Arabian, from their Shaghaf Oud collection. As you all know, this is the dupe for Velvet Tonka by BDK, and I'm pretty impressed with it actually. I liked it from the get-go, although all I could smell was tonka and almond. But I still wanted to wear it. I wore it a lot. I wish this bottle was transparent. How has it macerated? I would say that the sweetness and the woodiness has increased just a tad bit. It hasn't changed. I still feel it's the same perfume. It's still the same perfume I like. But I think it is becoming more of what they intended it to be, because it is not just almond and tonka anymore. Now it has some sweetness as well, which is pleasant, and also that bitterness of the almond has reduced, and I do feel a little bit more woodiness in it. I feel it has macerated for the better, but you know what, when you read the notes, there's some notes which I still don't detect at all. For example, the top note almond is there predominantly, but the middle notes of cinnamon bark, Tunisian orange plant and Turkish rose, I can't smell them at all. As a matter of fact, the florals are there as a slight powderiness, but it's not really floral, you know what I mean? And in a way it is good, because I would like to think that it would have ruined the perfume. The base notes of tonka, vanilla and amberwood is what has amplified right now, and I think it's brilliant. I think this is just getting better and better, and I think the more I use it, the more I keep it, the more it macerates, it's just going to keep better. And for now, this perfume is in my top list. It is in my top favorites. I've been using it a lot. Come summer, come winter, come anything, I'll still be wearing it. I can also combine this with a lot of fragrances, which I think I should do a video for, because this is one of those perfect perfumes. Just like Khadla's Date Night, it's kind of in the same category when it comes to layering. I'm not saying it's the same perfume or they smell similar at all. They are not. But it's in the same category where you want to add a kind of retail poshness. That's what I call it. It's like entering a Dior showroom or a YSL showroom or something, and you know the kind of smell you get from there. It kind of gives you that little oomph in the perfume, which is what I love. This is still my 10 out of 10 fragrance. I think it lasts for around 7 to 8 hours, not more than that, but as a skin scent, it lasts 24 hours. The projection, it's still 2 to 3 feet, which is not bad. I mean, for a perfume like this, it's not bad at all. Next, we have Shuhrah. This was from Rasasi. I had bought this during sale. I'm glad I did, because it was one of those, there's some perfumes that are lurking around in your suggested, recommended items, and then you keep thinking, should I not? They go into your cart, then you delete them. This was one of them. At least now I won't be constantly thinking if I should get this or not. Now, this one is supposed to be the dupe for Tom Ford's White Patchouli, and it's a cheaper floral. Now, the thing is, I have a perfume which is very similar to this from Ajmal. Let me get that. The thing is, I'm not very fond of this perfume. This is another perfume that's macerating right now. And the reason why I'm not pulling these perfumes out, because I know during summer, during warmer months and everything, these are not the perfumes I gravitate towards. So my opinion might get biased. Now, when I'm comparing this to Shuhrah, it is very similar. They are almost like sisters. Except for Evoke, it feels a little bit more of the smell of rain. And Shuhrah, it smells a little bit more lotion-like, but they are the exact same perfume. Just think of a difference as either you're going for a fresh, earthy rain kind of scent, or not fresh. It is actually the depressing kind of scent, the gloomy scent. And this one is a little bit more feminine, a little bit more lotion-like. So for now, since we're talking about Shuhrah, let me not confuse you guys. It's got high rating on Fragrantica. I do see myself wearing this, and I'm going to keep it, because when I had reviewed this, I was I might not keep this perfume, because There were so many perfumes that I bought, they were all smelling the same, and I was like, stop, The top notes for this are sage and lemon, middle notes of lily of the valley, jasmine and iris, and the base notes of patchouli, agarwood, musk and ambergris. So you can see where all the earthy notes are coming, right? It has patchouli, it has ambergris, Plus, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Also, then you have the agarwood, which is in this, not the banyadi, not the fecal kind of. It is a very woody, earthy kind of oud, like wet oud or something. It literally smells like wet wood on a forest floor, which is like mossy. But then you also have the lily of the valley, jasmine and iris. Lily of the valley is one of those floral notes that I don't gravitate towards. Neither is iris, because iris adds like a lot of powderiness to the perfumes. And in this, that combination of earthiness and the iris, that's what was bothering me. And I know that there was this entire range of perfumes that came out, which was very heavily patchouli, and then it had this powderiness. There's so many of them. I think the whole inspiration started from maybe Gris Dior or something. I'm not sure, but it was like a whole year of perfumes like this that were really, really popular. But like as of now, when I'm smelling it, I feel I will use it. And I think it has macerated much, much, much better. It's become like a little stronger as well. I feel it has more presence, and I can actually identify the notes now and not just feel like it's like a whole mess of unmatched notes, because patchouli is something I feel either it'll make or break a perfume. Now it's making this perfume. So I do like it. So I feel now Shuhrah is like one of the good perfumes, and I will definitely keep using it. See, initially I've given it a 4 out of 10, which is really bad, Right now I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So see, when the perfumes macerate, they literally change like so much. Plus your perception based on whether it's hot or not, whether it's your time of the month, or so many other things. Your mood. Did you have a fight with your significant other? I don't know. Like many things affect like your perception of. So don't like base your judgment of a perfume like just by using it for 1 month or so. Like try keep it for like a couple of months and then decide to declutter or not. I really like this perfume now. Still not like the best, but it is 7 out of 10, which is not bad, right? Plus the fact that it's only US $20, I would like say if you like this kind of scents, please go for it. The projection now I feel is like around 3 feet, and the longevity has become like much more. It's like 7 to 8 hours, and I feel this is one of those perfumes that will stay on your skin like forever. The next perfume had come in the same batch purchase. This is Hawas, which is again by Rasasi. I did use it like quite a bit because I wanted to see what the big hype was about, because everybody and their mothers and cousins and neighbors, everybody was using this perfume at one point, and it was really the hype. This one as well as the male version of it. And the male version, there's a new male version of it, which I really want to get, but it's very pricey right now. But I want to get that for Ali. So this is supposed to be like in the same category as La Vie Belle, Irresistible by Givenchy, Donna Bon and Roma, all that, like the florals. Now, it is nice. Definitely has gotten better than what I had smelled before. In the beginning, it was just like a mess of a perfume. Right now, I do feel the notes. I can actually identify them because there's apple, there's pomegranate, and there's grapefruit. And they all are there in a very nice blended way, but you can feel these notes, apple, pomegranate, and grapefruit. Then you have the middle notes of iris, jasmine, sambac, and citruses. Now over here, the iris is not very, very powdery. It is just lending like a supporting role. Jasmine sambac again also is not very prominent. It's not a jasmine heavy fragrance that you would. This I feel is more of a fruity fragrance than a floral. And then the base notes, you have praline, patchouli, vetiver. Okay, I remember that I had a problem with the patchouli and the praline being together. It's become better, it's blended better, it's macerated like really well. I think the color also has become like really dark now. It wasn't this dark. I remember it was dark yellow, but not this dark. So again, I see the hype. It had got 4.26, which is like a lot of, like, it's a big score, right, for Fragrantica. So I do see myself wearing this, and in summer especially, I think I'm gonna reach for this. I might use this to the office or in casual situations like going grocery shopping or going to the mall or something, but not really to impress anybody. This is like a feel-good perfume. You'll wear it for yourself. If people sniff you, they will feel like you smell good, but not exceptional. I like it. I bought this for $45. It did not come cheap. As with Rasasi perfumes that are like high quality, they don't really come cheap. Still, $45 is not that bad compared to all the designer fragrances, so you're not losing much. The projection now is like 2 to 3 feet, and the longevity has become 7 hours. Let's say 7 hours. But it keeps reducing like quite a bit. Like, you know, in the 7th hour, you'll need to be like, you know, am I smelling it on myself or not? So I guess you would have to respray this like every 5 hours or so. I had rated this 6 out of 10 initially. Now I'm going to give it again a 7 out of 10, just like the Shuhrah. This perfume, I feel you can wear it in any weather, in any casual situation, which is like the good part about this perfume. Next, we have Emeer. Now, Emeer was like, if you remember the packaging it came in, it was like lovely. The experience of it. I know we don't really put it back in the packaging and take it out of the package each and every time. But I've kept that packaging because it was so beautiful. When you open it, it had like this light that would go on the LED and everything. It was quite cute, you know, and this being in there. The bottle is kind of like gives me the trypophobia kind of a vibe, but you know what? Don't look at it too much if you have trypophobia. I think this is one of the good Middle Eastern traditional summer scents. It's a woody, spicy fragrance, very much in line of how Junoon Oud was smelling like. Junoon Oud, was it? Yeah, the Junoon Oud by Al Haramain. It's kind of in that category, but I would say this is a little bit more wearable. If you thought Junoon Oud was a little too green for you or a little bit too sharp for you, you will like this one because this is in the same category, same DNA. Again, they could be brothers. Why I'm saying brothers is leaning slightly a little bit masculine, but I would still wear this. It's a spicy, woody fragrance with a lot of citrus in it. So it opens very citrusy, then you start feeling like the spices, and ultimately it's going to dry down to a spicy wood. The top notes for this are lemon, bergamot, juniper berry, and clary sage. Clary sage. Middle notes of cardamom, white tea, sandalwood, and olibanum. And the base notes of ambergris, cashmeran, patchouli, and cedarwood. Unisex, leaning masculine. Again, it's like $45. I think this is perfection for spring, summer. It's such a fresh scent. It's such a beautiful scent. And I think like a couple, like Ali and me, can wear this together and go out. You know, it'll be really cute, and I think it'll be head turner where people will want to see like what you're wearing. You know, people will want to see who's wearing this perfume. It is definitely attention grabbing. The projection for this has increased so much. This is like now 4 feet or more. It projects like crazy. Initially, I thought it was just like 2 feet, but now it's like much more. Longevity, on the other hand, it's still like, I would say 7 hours. It dries down to a very intimate scent, but if you want that freshness and everything to be like on the top, you need to spray it like every 4 to 5 hours. Not so much, but also this perfume is a little bit strong, so be careful of how many sprays you use. I personally use 5 sprays, and then for the next 4 hours, I don't need to top up my perfume. I'd given this a 7 out of 10, but now I'm gonna give it, I would say 8.5, because I'm in summer now and I'm looking forward to using perfumes like this. So most definitely has gotten better with age and has macerated like really well. Ooh, next we have like a controversial fragrance. Actually, the next 2 fragrances are going to be controversial. I think you must have guessed. They're 2 from Latafa. They even look, the packaging is white, you know. So you have your Honor and Glory from their Badial Oud collection. So this was your pineapple creme brulee fragrance with some turmeric. Now, people who do not like turmeric in their fragrance, people who are not, you know, these spices are herbal spices, right? So if you don't like this herbal kind of sense, you're not going to like it. Now, I initially felt like this was like a turmeric latte with like some essence of pineapple in it. I just feel this has become so much mellow, so much more mellow. It was already mellow for me. I know for people it was sharp, it was annoying, it was cloying. I don't think so. The pineapple has become sweeter in this. And when I say pineapple has become sweeter, it doesn't feel like the pineapple that you eat. Like when you eat the pineapple and how your fingers start smelling, it's like that. So I feel it's mellow, it's not sharp, it's not like hitting you in your nose. It's not smelling like pee at all. It's not one of those pineapples. But then, you know, that creme brulee in the background and the turmeric, the blending has like changed completely. I don't know, guys, if it helps to like shake your perfumes and keep them, because I don't mind, you know, when I'm cleaning like that. It's so difficult to clean that, by the way. But when I'm dusting and doing the cleaning, you know, I wouldn't mind shaking all the perfumes little by little, and maybe like just spraying one spray out and like helping it macerate. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I'll let you know if it does. But this guy, I've been using it like once or twice a month, and I feel like this is just getting better and better every single time I use. Longevity, first of all, of this has increased like insanely. Initially, what did I write? Longevity 2 hours. It's actually now like, no, that was the projection, sorry. No, I've written longevity is 2 hours. Okay, so it's not 2 hours right now. It is crazy. It's like 6 to 7 hours at least. And then it mellows down and becomes like a very sweet, but like slightly milky, but not in a bad milky way. Like, you know me, I do not like lactonic scents at all. But when I say this becomes like a little milky, it becomes more like creamy, like sandalwood creamy, creme brulee creamy, which I wouldn't mind, like a sweet creaminess. The Fragrantica rating was 4.39. It's a gourmand. Top notes are creme brulee and pineapple. Middle notes of turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, and benzoin, which is like giving you the vanilla kind of vibe. And the base notes of vanilla, cashmere, sandalwood, and moss. So I guess like the turmeric and moss are the things that would bother you, like mixing with notes like this. But in my opinion, this is a brilliant perfume. I love it so much. I wear it a lot, and I think more and more use will be made out of this in this summer. I've given this 7 out of 10. Now it is my 8.5 out of 10. Gorgeous. It has like macerated really well. I haven't smelled anything like this. I know people compare this to Ani or that Kaidal Forsan. No, please, if it smelled like Kaidal Forsan, I wouldn't be liking this one bit. And Ani is a completely different perfume from this, so there's no comparison at all. Let's take a break from that white perfumes and let me do this one first because it's from the same category. It's from the same collection. It is again from your Badial Oud, and this is the Sublime. So this was supposed to be a dupe for Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. Now if you know me, no, that's not my cup of tea at all. It is a good perfume, but it is not, apple is just not something I gravitate towards. Maybe in future my mind will change. As of now, I just do not like that note. This one is exactly like Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple, but this one, think of it being syrup, and that one is like a juice. Yeah, that's the difference. And this one I feel is a little bit more rounded and not sharp. Like Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple is slightly a little sharp. People say this smells like Herba Pura, Kirke, Meliora by PDM. I don't know. And this for me is like Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple, just thicker. The top notes for this are lychee, rose, and apple. Middle notes of jasmine and plum, and the base notes of vanilla, moss, and patchouli. It is so nice. Maybe not like a very special perfume or, you know, what do you say, unique or niche smelling or anything. But even for a generic perfume, it is a beautiful fragrance. Especially because you don't find fragrances like this that are apple, but they're thick. That can be worn in summer and you just feel fresh. You can probably add a citrus to this and this perfume is going to be gold. So for layering, if you want to add that, not the juvenile fruitiness, like a nice, beautiful fruitiness, like liquor kind of fruitiness. If you want to add that to a perfume, layer this. Use this for layering. The longevity for this one has also increased. It's become better. I would say it's still like 6 hours, not more than that. Initially, it was just 4 hours. And the projection, I would say, is still 1.5 to 2 feet. The projection has not changed much. Okay, so the weird one, which is controversial, till date, is the Ajayeb Dubai Portrait. This one was, people hate it or people absolutely love it. All I can tell you is like it's very niche. It doesn't smell like anything you've smelled before. You're going to be initially taken aback. You're going to be a little shocked. You're going to be like, what exactly is this? It's supposed to be a mango fragrance, but it kind of is like a mix of pineapple and mango. Let me just tell you how it starts. It smells like pineapple and mango and rain. That's how it smells like. The top notes for this are orange and lemon. Middle notes of jasmine, mango, and osmanthus, and the base notes of amber, sandalwood, musk, and oud. The oud is there so cleverly in this. You can't really smell the oud, but it's there as the oud stick. If you just take the pure oud stick and if you smell it, not burning it, not the extract, nothing, just the wood. It's very earthy. But then it has that mango pineapple thing going on. The pineapple note is, I'm sure it's coming through the mix of the sweetness of the mango and then all the citruses they've mentioned. I know they've not written pineapple, but I swear for me it's a mixture of pineapple and mango. And then it has a little bit like of greenness. I don't know if it's coming from osmanthus or something, but it has like a very mild greenness, but it's very welcome in this perfume. Jasmine is there, but as a supporting role, not really jasmine heavy, not indolake, not fresh, nothing. It's just like there, like supporting in a light white floral way. And then the amber, sandalwood, musk, and oud are there again as a very pure base. I'm surprised that moss or vetiver or something is not mentioned over here because it is super earthy in the base. I think it's like a gorgeous, gorgeous set. As a matter of fact, after I finish recording today, I'm going to spray this all over me. What a gorgeous perfume. I have written no notes for this. So this is a 10 out of 10 for me. It's beautiful. If it finishes, I will buy it. Yes, I said it. I will buy it because yeah, maybe in the beginning I was a little unsure. Now I'm like dead sure. It's beautiful. 100% repurchase for me. The projection is like around like 2 to 3 feet, I would say, depending on how much you spray. You do need to overspray this, like spray it like even where the sun don't shine. Don't do that, okay? Just don't do that. I don't know why I said that. Just like spray it like where your clothes, you know, like not where the sun don't shine kind of. Doesn't lean Middle Eastern at all, despite of it having the sandalwood and oud and everything. I don't feel this is Middle Eastern at all. If you want like a niche fragrance, which is like mango, pineapple, earthy, just think of those 3 notes, go for this one. Did I do like 9 or 7? I tried to do at least like 9. Now this one is like, I've used this so much. Okay. This is Taarikh by Junaid Perfumes. Now Junaid is from Bahrain, right? It's not from UAE. So I don't usually, but they do send it for free. So even if you order 1 perfume, they'll send it for free, which is awesome. And the delivery service is so fast. Order it today, maximum 2 days, the perfume will be with you from another country. Now this one, there was a follower who asked me, in India, there's this candy, the sweet candy that you suck on. It's called pan pasand and it smells like pan. Now, if you don't know what pan is, it's basically betel leaf and then they have like these sweet fillings inside. It's not really good for you unless it is made with like clean ingredients and not really with harmful stuff, but people get high and stuff with it. I don't know. But I was like obsessed with the sweet pan. Sweet pan is the ones which kids have, you know. So they made this candy, which was called pan pasand, which was the smell of pan. If you want anything that smells close to that betel leaf smell, along with like a lot of sweetness like rose, saffron, like a lot of Middle Eastern, pure Middle Eastern notes. Let me tell you the notes for this. They've only written rose, gardenia, vanilla and white musk, which is weird because I can clearly smell the betel leaf. But you know what? It probably is the saffron or something because it gives you that coolness, that coldness. This perfume is like super cold. Smells like a cold drink on a hot summer day. Now, while it is super traditional, this perfume, it is still very girly girl, very feminine. I don't think a man can wear this. They can actually, but like probably add like something woody, like oud in this, and then you will get like a completely different perfume for yourself. For me, this smells like Latafa's silky rose with a little bit more mature ingredients. For example, the rose is a little darker, the vanilla is a little heavier. And then you have like this pan kind of scent, which is like, I mean, if you've not had pan ever in your life, I know this is going to make no sense to you, but I wanted to especially include this for this follower because she specifically asked me, because many Middle Eastern perfume oils, the ones which are unbranded and stuff, they smell like this pan, right? I think this is like beautiful. The fragrance is very stunning. Unfortunately, it has not changed at all. Even after maceration is exactly the same. The perfume I had got. But the bottle, oh, come on. Look at that. Look at the details. I mean, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful fragrance, but barely lasts. Like I would say like 3 hours longevity. Projection 1 feet, like arm's length. So even if I like douse myself in this, like it's not going to make much of a difference. So in terms of maceration, this is exactly when it comes to you, you get what you get. It's not going to change. I've given this a 7 out of 10 and I'm going to stick to my 7 out of 10. It's a very beautiful fragrance, but because of its longevity and everything, I will not buy it again. Probably like use it up and then be done with it. Now last but not the least is a very old perfume. I picked this up specifically because I want to kind of refresh everybody on the existence of this perfume. This was one of my obsessions, by the way. When I got it, I was like obsessed. This is the Jazzab Gold. Now, this had disappeared from the market. This is by Ardal Zafran, by the way. Let me show it to you guys more. Okay, if you like La Nuit Tresor, so this was one of the dupes for La Nuit Tresor. By the way, I had done a video specifically for all the dupes of La Nuit Tresor. So because I love that perfume so much, I got like all the possible dupes I could from Middle East and I compared all of them. Jazzab Gold was like the younger sister of La Nuit Tresor. La Nuit Tresor is the elder sister. This is like the young, more innocent, a bit fresher, a little bubblier. The problem I had with this perfume was that it used to not last for me, but now it's beast. It's become a beast. Spray this you're set for 6 hours. Like, you don't have to respray this. And because it's like quite sweet, you don't really have to spray too much. Okay, I do spray a lot. I spray like 7 to 8 sprays of this one. And it's available now. So I'm like going freehand with it. Like it's like going everywhere. This perfume makes you feel so pretty, but at the same time like sexy, but in an innocent way. I can't describe it. Like, it's a very attractive scent. And the fact that it macerated so well, I'd given it 8 out of 10 just because because of its longevity. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. 10 out of 10 now because it is amazing. It's not very expensive at all. I think it's available in all the countries. If you can find it, if you like sweet perfumes, especially if you like La Nuit Tresor, go for it. As a matter of fact, if you like Lancôme fragrances, go for this one. It's very like Lancôme territory, you know. It has no Middle Easternness about it. Very, very feminine. I don't think Guy can pull this off at all. The projection for this is like 3 to 4 feet, and the longevity now is like 7 hours at least. And I don't mind. For me, 7 hours is enough. Come on, please, what do you want from a fragrance? I will keep respraying it because like sometimes I do want to experience the top note and middle notes like all over again, and then go into the dry down again, and then experience the whole thing again, you know. I'm sure it's the same with everybody, but this perfume is exceptional. I love it so much. So now it has become 10 out of 10. So those were my recent maceration updates. I know there are a lot of perfumes that I still need to update you guys on, like Taarikh, the Vintage Radio, the Nashama. There's so many of them, right? From Latafa that I had purchased. And then there were a couple of other ones as well from Paris Corner, like the December collection. December Vanilla, December Rose. Also, there were other perfumes in that batch. So I need to like still try them. So give me some time because it's still too new for me. They still need to macerate. They're chilling out, you know. Let them chill out. Let them like get thicker, you know, marinate in their own juices and everything. And then once they're ready, I'll share it with you guys. If you like these kind of videos, if you like these maceration updates, let me know. I mean, I already know when I see the analytics of YouTube. I know if it's doing well or not. Anyhow, but for me, I need to bring these to you guys because I just want you guys to know how I feel about these perfumes now. Because maybe sometimes I'm a little unfair, but that's because I've experienced it for like less than a month, you know. So now this is the update. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.